Hi, welcome to the second part of the episode. I left you with the question, what structure allow a fish to breathe underwater? If you guessed gills, you're absolutely right. Gills are organs that allow for gas exchange. Now water is forced in through the gills, which then take up the oxygen in the water and release carbon dioxide. Most gills are protected under gill covers that are located on both sides of the fish. Here you can see a picture of the gills of the California moray eels and our stars and stripes pufferfish named Clyde, who all live at the reef. Can you think of any other creatures that have gills? For me, what comes to mind are some amphibians like tadpoles and some marine snails and mussels, like this picture of a mussel that I took in my biology lab. What's next? Can you tell me what protects the skin of a fish? That's right, scales. Scales are like tiny pieces of armor that can protect the skin of a fish from a predator or parasite. However, not all fish have scales, and some have modified versions of scales, like sharks, which have modified scales called dermal denticles. But can you name some other animals that have scales that aren't fish? For me, snakes and other reptiles, like this iguana on my shoulder, come to mind, which certainly aren't fish. Now let me ask you, have you ever wondered how fish swim so closely together without bumping into each other? They use something called a lateral line, which is basically like their sixth sense. A lateral line is made up of a system of sense organs that help fish detect movement and vibrations that can come from predators or prey in the surrounding water. Lateral lines are only found in fish and some aquatic amphibians like tadpoles. If you want to learn more about this sixth sense, please check out the link in the description of the video. And last but not least, where do all fish live?
Well, you guessed it, all fish live in the water, whether it's in salt water or fresh water. And now that you know the different characteristics that make a fish, let's go back to my original question. Is a starfish a fish? Well, does it have paired fins? No. Does it have gills? Nope. So it's not considered a fish. Now, how about a shark? We saw a shark as an example for multiple features that make a fish, so I would say that it is a fish. Now, a California moray eel may be a little tricky, but we also did see it in the presentation, where they do have gills, and they are in fact considered fish. Thanks so much for watching, and tune in next week for our episode, where we'll explore the different types of fish that you would see at the reef or locally around Santa Barbara. Best fishes, see you soon.